schedule. Anyway, welcome to New New Hampshire Motor Speedway here. We're just getting qualifying underway here for the anrs. So far, a couple cars are already on track. We're trying to see if we can get one. We got one already on track, coming to start finish line in the line of cars right over there. So far, we're getting everything underway here. I'm currently gonna have to go in settings. We're gonna edit some things going. So far, we're pretty much getting everything underway. Aiden just spawned up. Got a couple cars coming off turn 4. That will be printed, I think. Yeah, printed. It's coming to the line. So far, Aiden with a 29.06. We're not saying the last digit. You guys all know what that is at this point. The road course. It is a, I think, mile and a half. Hold on. Let me check our info. New Hampshire Motor Speedway is one of the racing venues that the NASCAR Cup Series goes to. So for New Hampshire Motor Speedway is nicknamed the Magic Mile. It is pretty much 1 mile oval with capacity of I think 44,000 if I'm correct. 44,000 spectators, which, man, look at the crowd. Anywho, so far cars are kind of getting themselves qualifying done. So far we're gonna take always glances over there. Printed takes the top spot with a 28.9. Drez gets the third car on the day. So far, a couple cars so far lined up, ready to go. You can see the line of race cars. Pretty much. Some more track facts. It goes from 2 degrees from the very bottom lane to 7 degrees at the very top. So far, it's pretty interesting so far with cars just finished qualifying. We're possibly going to get underway here in a few minutes. Cars are currently going around. Some more track facts so far. It originally opened in 1961 as a dirt track, configured into an oval in 1990. And pretty much, NASCAR has kind of been here for a while. So for the first NASCAR race was July 11th, 1993. Here. So for pretty much, Rusty Wallace won the race. Pretty much, and NASCAR has been here ever since. And we're about to make ourselves our race here, I think for our first time here, if I'm correct. It's our first time racing here. So it's going to be really chaotic. I think practice so far has been chaotic for us. Cal's in the wall back there. You can see it's not an easy track for us. Grammy so far takes the track right now. A very easy track for us to spin out on. a very easy track for us to get loose, spin out, and cause the yellow. It's a very easy track for us that to happen on, as cars still qualifying in. We got a lot more cars to go. I think we got a total of 8 cars? No, not 8. I think 10. I don't remember how many cars we have today. It's between 8 and 10 cars today on track. Hopefully. 8 to 10. Maybe 6. At most. Pretty chaotic so far. I kind of say not because, well, I kind of say not because we got a lot of cars. So far as of now, 5 cars have finished, roughly finished qualifying. Grimmy's the 5th car. Blitz is the next car on track. I'm gonna stand you right next to the officials because I'm not one of them. Thought I was. Then I was. I don't know. It was very chaotic. A chaotic evening. They're kind of rapid fire and qualifying for us. Because one, I'm running out of things to talk about. And you can see instantly these guys will try to go up from the bottom to top. So for pretty much qualifying just ending for us. A lot of race cars on track so far, a lot of them in pit road. We got a handful of Fords, Chevys, and Toyotas so far. Seems like Kicks is getting on track right now in the number 88 Chevy Camaro. For us, let's come into the final part. You can see like the second lane I think is going to be dominant for us in this race. And a lot of guys so far are going, and Kicks is in the wall. I think Kicks is aborting his laps, or he's just going to start at the back. Someone else go. A lot of cars so far. So far, Kicks is going to get back underway. I think it's going to be 100 laps. A lot of discussion on laps, so that's going to be an interesting day for us. So for anrs D2 is happening, I think, if I'm correct, it's happening at the Brickyard. So, pretty interesting for us. So far, everyone's so far getting around the track. So far, you can see the board so far with Blitz, Printed, Aiden, Cal, Grimmy, Kicks, and Driz. So far as the board. You can, I think, see the next car on track, Spacey, in the number 66 Jolly Bee Toyota Camry. It seems like a lot of cars. I don't know what they're doing at the board, but they're having no shenanigans. I'm so happy I'm recording this. This is not what normally happens, but it is. Especially today. So for Spacey, I think a few cars will take the top spot. Michael's getting himself on track. I think most of these guys have gotten some on-track time. Most of them have. Some of them did not. And that's the interesting part. On-track is one of the most important things here for us. I think a lot of these guys have practice time. I think Michael's in the wall. I think he kind of cooked it in Torn. Kind of went a little too fast. Hit the brakes a little too late and went straight. So for that's the thing. I think that's the thing that we're going to see today. Cars are going to go too fast in the Torn, spin out, and that's going to be their day. And I do think there's going to be a long line of cars racing today. I don't think it'll be too wide for long, or if it is, I think the leader will be able to pull away. I think the top so far cars so far I see in the day is going to be pretty much a group of cars. I think the top roughly cars are going to be pretty much, well, from looking from the board, Blitz printed in Aiden. Maybe Michael if he really does cards right. But I'm going to say Blitz as it possibly in the bag. So for a bunch of cars today, we have, I think maybe one more guy qualify. Oh, maybe two. Got a few more to qualify. Yeah, one more to qualify for the race. And that will be all the cars for the day. So, one more car. I think one more final call for the day. I gotta maybe start using the free cam, so then... So far, that's your kind of spots for today. Blitz, Printed, Aiden, Michael, Cal, Grimmy, Kicks, Spacey, and Driz. So for pretty much average lap, pretty much so far is a 29. Roughly 29. I don't know if it could be a 29 on the dot. A lot of numbers are 29.2. So I'm going to say 29.1 is your kind of middle ground. I don't understand what's going on. I mean, we have this giant tower cores. But it's pretty much just that for your group. And we're going to spectate. We're ignoring the giant tower of things. So for a lot of cars have hit that end of position. Oh, so I gotta get... Thanks, guys. So helpful. So for pretty much all that's gonna pretty much happen is Dale's gonna just run his laps, see where he goes. We may have a lot of cars today. I think my prediction of 10 cars is pretty accurate. So we're gonna see a lot of crashes, a lot of yellows. Hopefully a good day for these guys. And Dale, I think, finishes his laps, and I hit the reset button because one, I choose to ignore what's going on. I'm gonna choose to actually run in the middle of the track, so then not as bad. So for everyone's gonna get the cars, so for Dale qualifies with that. Oh god. I'm out of laps. So for pretty much everyone is gonna get themselves lined up. I think so for 10 cars, if I'm correct, 10? Roughly 10, maybe 11 cars today. So that's going to be impressive, I think. So for on pole is Blitz. Blitz is on our pole. Followed up by... I gotta look at this. Blitz, followed by Printed, Aiden, Michael, Cal, Grimmy, Kicks, Spacey, Driz, and Dale. That's your pretty much starting row in order for the group. So for lots of cars. Blitz is on your pole, followed by Printed. Then Aiden. So for a lot of cars, we got some Fords in the field. And they're gonna start going because, well, one, we're taking too long. We gotta start going quickly. So for a few cars are currently still getting themselves organized. So for it's a little chaotic with this. So for it's like our natural ability of sorting is complete garbage. They we're still choosing. So for cars are also pick and choose. So far, it seems like 8 cars on the track, even though there is obviously 2 people doing that racing. Oh, so I will be getting us a tickle eventually, one of the 2 times. I will start. I'll do that eventually sometime. One of these days, you'll see a tickle exist. So far, everyone's somewhat lined up, somewhat organized, lined up, ready to go racing here. And the green flag's underway. We're going racing here for stage number 1, which is 25 laps. Next stage is another 25, and the final being 50. 100 laps total. We're gonna get ready to go. And Aiden takes out to the lead, and we got spin. Kyle goes around in the very far back. 3 wide. 3, maybe 4 wide there. So for cars are all trying to find their way around the speedway. Or racetrack, 1 of the 2. I don't know what to call this thing. Speedway. It's New Hampshire. It's miles, so I'm just gonna say Speedway. Not Super, just Speedway. Or racetrack, 1 of the 2. So for Blitz, so far hanging out right behind Michael. So for a bunch of cars roughly together. Blitz takes second, Grimmy, Dale, a few other race cars. We got a battle for the lead with Aiden as your top spot, followed by Michael. And Spacey's the one that spun out. So for Aiden, so for lead, followed by Michael trying to pass him. Right behind them is a big group of cars racing for that spot. Though 2 wide, single file out, and a few cars are finding their way around. Gonna be so far on the bottom. Kick so far on the outside. Grimmy's gonna try and get around to where Cal is. He's gonna be right there behind. We're gonna be on board of Grimmy. Michael, right, well, gonna be spectating the leader of Aiden, which is getting battled between Michael and Aiden. And Blitz is gonna come join in the battle. Michael gonna take the lead. Printed finally got on track, so far we have our set of race cars. Blitz on the bottom. So far, a lot of cars bouncing off the wall. That is something I'm gonna say take a little bit of note on. Some of these drivers are going in a little too quick and they're hitting that wall and they're bouncing off of it. So I'm gonna say watch for that, for a crash to happen because of it. They also goes up to 4th. There's a 5-car battle for 5th, roughly. So for everyone right there behind each other. Cal goes around. He gets loose. Driz makes a pass on that. So it seems like Aiden so far dropped another spot. Blitz got around him. Toyota 1 and 2. Ford right there behind. Dale cautions out. The yellow flag's out, and I'm going to say it's something involving Kicks. Kicks went around somewhere on the track, and he went around. And that is going to be very interesting for these cars. That's going to be not what a lot of these guys wanted. So for everyone, pit road's open, everyone's going to go in. Seems like lag's starting to show up. Few cars didn't take pit road. That would be Michael, Blitz, Dale, Grimmy, Printed. That did not take pit road. A lot of guys did. The way I saw pit road is going to be, I think, Aiden is going to be off pit road. Cal, I think Spacey, Driz. I think Dale's all in the back of that. No, he did not go in pit road. Kicks. Kicks is the last car off pit road. Anywho. So far, a lot of cars are going around, pacing. And they're going to choose, and they're going to go back green. Flag 10 cars so far. That's going to be a very interesting forced lap. Michael chooses the bottom. A bunch of cars choose, I think, a few cars. I think it's roughly not an even group. There's 3 cars on the bottom. Maybe 4, if I'm correct. Driz goes around right before the start. The green's back out. 3 wide off the start. Printer gets a good run. Blitz goes around. He goes up to the top of the track. A bunch of cars in the turn. They're racing pretty hard out there. Kicks got the bumper handed to him. Let's try and make a pass. So for Aiden on the very bottom part of the track, they're cornering trying to get around. So for 3 wide at the very back. 3 4 wide. Printed goes around. There goes Kicks as well. Kicks saves it. So far, lead so far is currently changing hands between top 3. Grimmy, Dale, Michael changing that lead like it's nothing. They gotta be really cautious right there. Gonna have turns so far. A lot of the cars so far racing you around. So far, Grimmy going around. the top. He takes the lead. Michael trying to get around Dale. He's trying to get to Grimmy for that lead. Doesn't really work. Cal so far. So far, everyone so far single filed out. We're gonna have close to 5 to go for the end of the race, and Grimmy so far takes the lead. So far, Cal trying to get around. So on the way to 5 to go, Grimmy has a 1 second lead over the next couple cars. So far, it seems like Driz and Kicks battling out for the last position. We have a battle for, I think, 5th? Yeah, 5th. Well, 4th. So far, everyone right though, Toyota's right though behind each other for 5th. Coming to, I think, 4 to go. Roughly at the line, and Michael gets a little hanged up on someone. He's, I was gonna say spin, but like he's playing a straight line. So far, Dale so far battling out for his position for 2nd. Aiden's gonna make an appearance, and Blitz also join. Blitz in the wall. Loses all the track, roughly track position he had. Seems like a lot of the guys are hitting the walls and, well, issuing like thinking thing. Anywho, so Fordell goes around, he saves it. So far with 2 more laps to go in the stage. Dale throwing blocks behind Printed. He's trying to keep a couple of these guys behind. There's 5 cars battling for 3rd pretty much. Someone's gonna make a mistake. It's the last lap of the stage. They're gonna make a move. They're gonna it's gonna, 1, cost someone their day, like this. And it's gonna be a lot of cars going around. There is a lot of them. So far, who's gonna get to the line for this position? It's gonna be Aiden. Right behind him. It looks like Chaos right behind them as well. A lot of pit stops are gonna happen. Anyway, we're going green, and already cars are... Two of them spun out in the back. We're gonna see a lot of that happening today. Oh, there we go. 3 cars go around. Driz goes around with... That should be a yellow. That is a yellow. So far, I think cars are going to be choosing this time, if I'm correct. They are. I don't know why you went through pit. A few of these guys went through pit road. I don't know why. We are back here at New Hampshire so far. While we went away for a little bit. Driz hit a wall, spun out a wall. We captured like the end of it. So far, we got this. Aiden so far pulling away with this following behind him. We don't know. I don't know really what to call it. It's pack of cars. It's a group of cars so far, not single filed at all yet. Pretty much everyone from the second all the way up to 9th, all within with each other. And now they're starting to get single filed out. Well, some of them, not all of them. And so forth. Spacey is currently trying to see if he can get to the front. While a lot of cars Oh, we have a trouble back. Lots of cars in that one. Hey, I'm back. So for lap 45 of this race. So far, Aiden still has the lead. So far, Spacey's so far closing that gap. And pretty much, a lot of cars still going on. So there's been a few spins, but mostly everyone's been single filed out. There was a battle for pretty much fifth, pretty much. No, sixth. Sorry, my bad. Sixth between Michael and Dale. But since Spacey made contact on the outside, So for Printed catches up to Spacey. Spacey's not happy. Puts Blitz right into the wall. The yellow flag's out again. The race will end under yellow. I want to say Kev's late. I think Kev's here to help Jay. And so far, pit road is open and a bunch of guys go in. Spacey stays out. Who's gonna go out? Oh, so Kevin, you might want to move. So far, everyone's out on track. Out pit road. Okay, I guess not. Kev is in the race, I guess. Or not. So for pit road, kind of shakes things up for a lot of guys here. So for restarts are going to be absolute anarchy. So for green flags back in the air. And so for single getting all in turn 1. 2, 3 wide for positions here. Cars blocking each other like there's no tomorrow. Spacey kind of... A lot of these guys will be putting the bumper to each other. So for Blitz takes third. Roughly. So for everyone else, so far, slowly getting single file out. I think Spacey's hoping on another yellow. And we got 2 cars in it, in the back. Michael and Dale get caught up together. So for pretty much a lot of these guys are so far trying to get around. Cal, so far maybe a lap down. Driz goes around. He gets a little tight in a wrong spot at the wrong time. Wrong place at the wrong time. He goes all the way around. So for Spacey in the lead with 1 second. 1 second behind. And everyone else just all over the place behind them. Trying to get all the positions that they can. Which, pretty much, if wrong place at the wrong time and you get tight. Think Driz luck has kind of ran out. And there goes Aiden. He goes around. Completely around. He goes. That seems to be a couple more cars got in it. They hit the outside wall. They bounced back up. And they all hit each other. Spacey going pit road. Grimmy gonna be the new race leader. Soon, Spacey, so far, Coney running low on fuel. So for now, it's Grimmy, Blitz, right there behind, battling for pretty much the race lead if Spacey pits. So far, everyone so far single file out, pretty much. Michael passing, well, trying to pass a few cars. Dale's not making it easy on him. Same goes with Kicks. They're not making it easy. Got a battle for the race lead. Pretty much Grimmy, Blitz right there behind Spacey. Printed gonna come into play. Bunch of cars in the wall. Back. Caution's out. I think that was raced back to the line. Evan's gonna go and pit out for the final time today. Where'd this game go? Oh, he's up though. Oh, spin! Couple cars go around. Dale goes around. Aiden, Cal. And more cars going around. Kicks goes in it as well. So for 3 wide, Grimmy takes the lead. He's gonna start going for that lead. Bunch of cars right behind him. Someone gets loose. They're all gonna start crashing into each other pretty much in this big group. As soon as I say it, they're all wrecking. Aiden Driz goes around. Blitz goes around as well. Lots of cars just wrecked right there. Might be more. Full wide for the second position to 3 wide. Everyone so far hitting each other, bouncing off. So for big group of cars right there with each other, they're gonna have a crash. They're gonna wreck each other. It's not gonna be a good day for them. Like Dale, he just bounced off that wall. He's gonna come up in front of Kicks. Yay. So for Printer takes second, Blitz takes third, Michael takes fourth, Cal takes fifth, Spacey takes sixth, and they'll wreck it again in the back. Big group of cars in the wall. That's 5 of them just all in the wall. Racing back here is a lot. It got really more aggressive. So cars will start to race each other really hard for that position because it's a tough track to pass. The 3 wide for the position. Spacey, Kicks, Aiden, Driz, Dell's somewhere in the back. Oh, they're all wadded up in the wall. And I think yellow's out for that. Pit road is open. A few cars are going to take it. If you do not, this is going to be a very interesting race. So far, everyone's going to start lining up. They're going to choose this time, and they're going to start going green. Aiden takes the top lane. Cal right behind him. Kicks right there as well. We're at green flag. He's going to be out, and we're going to go racing back here at New Hampshire. Lots of cars right there behind. They're going to start wrecking. Dale goes around. So far, 3 wide right there, racing hard for the second spot. The Land Grimmy take the lead. Blitz now freed from the pack of cores. He's now going to start hunting down Grimmy. Same goes with Printed. Aiden starting to get freed a little bit from the too wide action. But Michael's not letting that happen so easy. Dell got extremely loose on the front straightaway here. And has let the top three just pull away. Aiden kicks battling it out here. Don't really not letting each other up on this. Spacey, that leads Spacey and Michael to catch up. Dale's also right there behind with Driz. All of them right there behind. Kicks gets loose. He hits in the wall. He hits the wall. So for them, just 3 wide, 2 wide action here. And like no one's able to pull full ahead without the rest catching up. But they did lead the top 3 to pull away by at least 2 seconds ahead. They're close to maybe 4 or 5 seconds behind these guys. They're 5 seconds behind Thord. So whoever can get freed from this group, they have most likely a huge shot of the top 10? Top 3 maybe. Because your top 3 so far have pulled away. These guys are all right behind each other. If they wreck, that's going to bring another, I think, one more yellow. And could be the final yellow of the day. Yellow's back out again. They're all coming to the yellow. And the yellow is out for spin. So for everyone, so for single file out, they're going to start choosing. I think next time, pit road possibly is open. No, we got a few piddles. They're gonna go back green flag here in New Hampshire for hopefully the last time. To scramble for positions here. They're letting Michael get away with the lead. Cal, so far, not really helping anyone's case. So far, Grimmy's trying to see if he can pretty much track Michael down for the lead. So for pretty much chaotic force a lap, which calms down after a little bit, sometimes. Not all the time, but sometimes. And they're all 3 wide for the lead. They're all going in the wall. They're all wrecking. Lots of cars in it. They all clogged the whole track. That should be a yellow. 3 cars go around. And I think that may be a yellow. If that's not, that should be a yellow. Yeah, they're slowing down, I think. Yeah, yellow flag is out. The caution waves. Michael's in the lead, followed by Grimmy, Printed, and Kicks, and Blitz. They're choosing this time. They're going to go back green. Cars are going on the outside. 5 cars to go on the outside, 5 cars on the bottom. And the green flag's back out in the air for 10 laps to go. Roughly 10, maybe 11. Who knows? They're all wrecking again. That is going to be the, I think, everyone gets out of that unscathed, but they're 3 wide. They're still trying to get back single file. No one's going to let them get any room out for it. Blitz goes back around. In the wall he goes. Everyone so far single file out. 4 wide. Dale on the bottom, Cal in the middle. Spacey's also in the middle. Driz up to the top. Cal goes around. He takes out Driz. Michael almost goes up in the air. someone brought snacks in the booth, so I think I've been munching on that for a little bit. Good for the nice, like, little drowsy of the race. Printed in the lead with 2 seconds. Everyone else right there behind. Aiden gets turned around. He saves it, but he keeps it going, but he loses so much positions on the track. They are all right there on the outside wall. They're going to make contact. They are bouncing off each other, bouncing the wall, they're going all over the place. So far, if they start wrecking again, that possibly will bring out another yellow and possibly an overtime. Ticking down. Everyone throwing blocks. It's absolute chaos here. They are really trying to get positions here. But Printed's gonna take the lead. He's gonna take possibly the win. If someone wrecks, that's the one shot of having a chance at the victory. Right now, Printed has the lead. He has it by 5 seconds. He's pretty much all he has to do is just kind of finish these laps quickly as humanly possible. And hopefully these guys in the back do not wreck. So far, Blitz takes second. Dale right behind him. Still following a Grimmy right there behind, trying to make sure that does not happen. So far, they're 2 wide. Sometimes 3 wide. Grimmy on the very bottom of the track gets a good exit. Somewhat. But he loses time. Spacey gotta run, though. A lot of these guys are right there behind. The guys right behind them had to shave down some time. And there goes Kicks. Loses some time. Last lap of the day. Printed's gonna get it done. And that is the race is over. Absolute chaotic one here at New Hampshire. Oh, so yes, I've been eating Jolly Ranchers since